What's up, Cardano fans? David from Sin City Crypto, and I am back doing a price analysis on Cardano. Now, we usually share news, and today I just wanted to focus a lot on price action and kind of, through the lens of me and what I see on the charts, what I think is going to happen with ADA. I do want to start here on the weekly time frame for Cardano. This is actually a very, very bullish setup. A couple things are happening. Again, this is the weekly one, and we've seen this across the board with a lot of alts. Is we have this W pattern that is coming into another consolidation. We've seen it happen. This was back on the middle of July. We came in off that second W leg. We came into a bull flag, and then we broke out another bull flag. And so this has been the trend that Cardano's price action, and in fact, again, a lot of altcoins price action has gone through over the last, I would say, 3 to 6 weeks. Now, the good news here is this move, if we measure it, this was from June 16th of this year. This was your swing low of 51.1 cents to the swing high of around $1.01, right? Going back to August 11th, you can see the gold pocket here on the retrace. Essentially twice. Once on a wick, we went up, put in this spinning top pattern, and then Cardano fell. Second time, wick down here again. We closed around our 618 level, which is around 70.98 cents. And then we had 2 consecutive weeks of price action going to the upside, with Cardano rallying around 43 cents. Now, can it come back and retest this level again? Sure. But if you look at the trend and what we've seen, we've put in higher highs and higher lows. And so my bet is that the low for Cardano is in at 82.52 cents. If we just take this Fibonacci level and we move it up to the last leg, you see, as I stretch this out, we've kind of already tapped our gold pocket. Not exactly precise, as you can see here, but we've gotten close enough on the wicks. And so if Cardano continues to move like this as far as price action, where it has 2-3 weeks of a rally, 40-45%, and then another 2 weeks of pullbacks, take your fib from the low to the high, wick to wick, have your 618 and your 6.5 levels on your Fibonacci retracement tool, and then just put in limit buy orders at that 618 level, which at this point would have been 81.2 cents. Okay, and so that is the trend Cardano's going in. I did want to take a peek at the RSI. RSI is great as well. The one thing you do want to look for, that I like to look for on these higher highs and higher lows, is the RSI. Is it congruent with price action, which you can see here it is. We're coming in higher lows, and higher highs, If the reverse was true, this would have been a bearish divergence. This is something we see on the Aerodrome chart, for example. I'm actually going to remove the drawings on this chart. Market cipher B, I love looking at this as well. This kind of tells you where the money is going, where buyers are stepping in, where the momentum lies. So you see money flow has been in the green since the beginning of August, and it's continuing to expand, with the VWAP currently sitting above our zero line at 3.6. The one thing to note on the weekly, though, is the momentum oscillators have rolled over after hitting that overbought 1 line, the overbought 2 line, and it's been trending down ever since. A little bit of a inverse head and shoulders pattern here that we should see break to the upside. That is what we need for the momentum to follow through on a big rally. Also, seeing lower highs on the momentum waves to the upside as well. Now, this week still has time, so technically this could reverse and we can come in and essentially encroach on that previous high, sitting right around 79.84. And of course, again, I'm talking about the momentum waves. That is on the weekly. If we zoom into the daily, same idea. You see this range is starting to get a lot tighter. Cardano did actually put in a lower high on the weekly time frame. I'm actually going to remove these drawings here. We did get a red dot on market cipher B on the daily time frame, but you can see on the daily, the momentum waves are showing a bounce. We'll see if we can clear this high here, which was around 81.1. If we can, chances are Cardano's probably going to over $1. 92.5 cents is where it stopped last time. I think over $1 is a great projection. The only thing I'll say is momentum wave put in a lower high. It's not necessarily a good thing. In a raging bull market, ideally, you want to be putting in higher highs on all these, on the oscillators, on the RSIs, on the momentum waves, and on the VWAP and on the money flow as well. Speaking of money flow, it's been exploding since the middle of July, getting to a peak of around 28.15. And here's the good news. Even though price action, you see here, price action has been down, right? Fairly down. It's had its rises as well. But the money flow has remained flat. So although the price is going down, money is still flowing into the asset. And we've seen from accounts like Ali Charts, the amount of ADA that is being bought by whales, at some point, that is going to turn in to upward price action on Cardano. I did want to look at this from CoinGlass. This is super charts on the, I believe this is the weekly time frame. Yes, it is. You can see here open interest starting to climb up for Cardano, although it's not at its highest it's been. It did peak there. This was peaked at around 400 million back on the 11th of August. A little bit of a retracement, but the overall trend, as you can see, is up. And then the last one here is funding rates. Those have remained in the green for quite a while. And then on top is your price action. So Cardano, it hasn't performed to a lot of people's expectations, and that's okay because we know when shit starts rolling, Cardano starts rolling. We start seeing new highs, new swing highs, new local highs, and then we start getting the all-time highs. $3 to $5 is the range that a lot of people are saying. I think I was subscribed to that idea. Now, a few months ago, my base and my high case were a lot higher. But I tell people all the time, as new information comes about, as the cycle matures, as we see where money is moving, where it's not going, where it is going, we're subject to change our predictions and we're subject to change our outlooks. And so for me, I think a new all-time high is definitely happening for ADA this cycle, whether it's by $1, by $2, by $5, I don't know. I think it'll be closer to maybe by $1.50 to $2, something in that $5 to $6 range. But at the end of the day, if you bought the bottom of the market in 2022 towards the beginning of 2023, you're still sitting on really nice gains from a project you knew was not going to zero. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this was not news, more price focused. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do put out a lot of Cardano content on this channel. Have notification bells on, and we'll see you next time. Peace.